Hello everyone, today I have a case knife unboxing for you today, and the knife I'm going to be unboxing is the Black Micarta Smooth Small Congress 10268 and SS for stainless steel. And with that being said, let's get into the video. Let's start by taking a look at the front of the box here. You have your case logo here with the long-tailed C and the double X below that. You have your W.R. Case & Sons, Estate 1889, double X right there, and then Cutlery Co. And right here you have another stamp, which I'm not sure. I bought this from Smoky Mountain Knife Works, so I don't know if this is something that they put on there. If anyone knows what that is, please let me know, because over here is the mark from the case factory actually, and then you have your number right there, and when I read earlier that designates what knife it is, and then you have the birth date of this knife, which was 11/9/2023, so late 2023, and this is a small Congress, so this was the case vault pattern for that year, so this was late in production. And if you want to read any of this, just pause the video at any time. Yeah, Bradford, Pennsylvania, right there. CaseXX.com, number for something. And of course you do have your cancer one in there as well. Tested double X on both of the sides. And yeah, let's get into the box here. I did take a quick peek in there to make sure everything was alright, but I have not taken a look at this knife. So yeah, inside the box, just like every other case knife, you have your knife wrapped in the tissue paper, which is really nice. Then you have the just kind of the advertisement stuff they have on the inside. It's like some of their fixed blades and some of their modern knives. And then, yep, there you go, the Congress, available only for 2023. There are still some Congress models floating out there, so if you want to pick one up, now is a good time since it is 2024 and it is past the vault pattern, and then of course product quality information right there. Then let's get into the knife here, and this is it's a small Congress, so this is a pretty tiny knife. Let's take a look, and yep, there's that really nice smooth micarta. Looks like it's a little, there we go, there was something on it, or just kind of, yeah, the case does a really good job in my opinion on their micarta. There's a nice polished finish to it. Looks like right off the box, well, oh hang on. Okay, so wait a minute, let me take a look at this. Ah, okay. So it looks like they went with a different finish on the bolsters here. Looks like it's a little bit more of a, I don't know if you call that a brush finish. Yeah, it's not a high polish like they normally do. It's maybe a little bit, no, I think that might just be the fin. Hang on a second. Be right back. Alright, I'm back, and I grabbed my green apple small Congress to compare these bolsters to. So, I don't know how well this is going to show up on camera, but you see how the, let's see if I can get that, let's see if I can get it out of the light, but you see how the finishes are different. This is a little bit more matte, where the green apples is more polished. So and I believe they did this to make the Black Micarta version a little bit more of a working finish, I believe, as because the micarta does really well for work environments just because of the nature of the material. So they did kind of a satin finish on the bolsters there to, and that just helps hide scratches and stuff, which is great for a knife that you're going to be doing work with, or at least going to be using a lot. Yeah, so that's pretty neat. I thought this was going to be polished like these, but this is a pleasant surprise that it is a kind of a satin finish. I'm not sure exactly what the word. It's kind of a stone. It's kind of a stonewash finish almost. I don't know how well this is showing up on camera, but yeah. You have your case arrowhead shield, which this is becoming one of my favorite case shields. You have your nickel silver bolsters and pins. And then on your, well, here, let's take a look. You have your brass liners and then your one back spring. I'm not seeing really any gapping or stepping. Feels pretty smooth. Transitions are pretty smooth as well. Looking like looks like a pretty good knife. Yeah, let me hold it up to the light. There's a little bit of gapping in between the spring and the liner back there, but it's just barely any. It's a nitpick, honestly. And then, of course, for the Congress, you have your kind of a Warncliffe sheep's foot-like blade. Ooh, that action is a little bit gritty, so that's going to have to be cleaned out. Good snap on the close. There's your pen blade. That one's a little stiff and gritty. So again, I'm going to have to clean that out. It looks like we got a little bit of a, oh yeah, there's a pretty good size burr kind of left on that knife there. I wish they would do better, but then there's your etching right there, the USA, 1-0 for the material, micarta, 2 for the amount of blades, 68 being the pattern, and SS for stainless steel. Wish they would go back to the stampings instead of doing those etchings, because I don't know how long those will last. Stamp would be better. Good snap on the close. Oh yeah, really good snap on the close. Let's see. Yeah, the edges look pretty rough. They feel pretty rough too. Doesn't look like we have any blade wrap, which is good. Let's take a test and see how sharp the edge is. Yeah, it is sharp, but it's a very rough edge. It's not cutting it very cleanly. But just a little touch up on the, whoop, hang on. A little touch up on the, maybe not, I don't know. Yeah, I wish that edge started off better than that. I'm getting it to somewhat cut, but it is kind of ripping the paper. So it definitely needs a touch up on the ceramic or a strop. This is probably going to need a stone. And it looks like the action's kind of cleaning out, so that's good. So maybe that won't take too much work. Yeah, still a little bit, kind of a very toothy, rough edge. Still feel a little bit of like a burr. So yeah, it is sharp, but kind of an unfinished edge. Really good snap on that. Yeah, I really like that. Micarta has a really nice pattern to it as well. Yeah, overall though, I'm pretty pleased with this, at least on my first impressions of this knife. I am pleased. There are no major quality issues on it, just wish the edge was a little bit better. Yeah, overall this looks like it's a really nice knife, and I'm looking forward to carrying this soon. Especially, I'm going to carry this for, yeah, this is kind of the reason I actually got this small Congress, so I would have another one that could be a little bit more of a carry, that I could carry more often and not really worry too much about it, as opposed to like my green apple Congress or something like that. Yeah, one more thing. I kind of noticed, yeah, I wish the action was a little bit, like it's a little bit like bluing or like fire. And I've noticed that with some of my other, I don't know if you can see that, but it's just kind of like the coloration of the metal. And I think both of my other Congress knives, or at least 2 of my other small Congress knives, have that kind of fire bluing in there. I don't know what the cause of that is. Oh, yeah, I forgot to show you the case. There's the case double X stamp stamp, 3 on the top, 4 on the bottom for 2023. Yeah, I think that's going to do it for now. I'm overall pleased with this knife. It's got a few issues, but nothing I can't fix. I think it's going to do it for now. Thank you all for watching. Keep your pens filled and your knife sharp. I'll see you later.